St. Louis.
Okay. Well, first, we're extremely happy for St. John's fans and the university. You know, about 3 weeks ago, I don't know the exact date, the administration and we were talking, and they said, look, Coach, everybody's behind you, you know, but make sure they say verbatim. They said, you know, you started so well, and I think everybody's expectations were a little too high. And I just kept thinking, and I said, so, you know, it's a good season, and let's just finish up, and it's a good season. I could sense in their thinking that in their minds it was over. In our minds, it was just beginning. Because March is what it's all about in college basketball. What we told the guys is you got to play your best basketball going into March. And we knew we had 7 now, I think, 6 or 7 elimination games. 7. And these guys have rose to the occasion on all 7. They knew if they lost to Creighton, lost to Butler, lost to DePaul, lost to Georgetown, it could be over. So we've decided to change our whole offensive scheme in terms of pace in 3 days because we felt Seton Hall was better from a top of the key to backboard game. We knew we had to rebound them. We knew we had to get into gaps like they do because they're really an outstanding basketball team. And we thought that they would play their guys a lot of minutes. And I told our guys, we're going to substitute right away with 5 new, just run the floor, run the floor, run the floor. And they did a beautiful job. So I'm real proud of them, real happy for St. John's. They're a terrific team. We beat an outstanding team tonight, and we scored 91 points, which leads to what we want to do. So real proud of them. Big fella here really did an outstanding job. RJ's been getting better and better. Now he's practicing for the first time every day. So that's really, really good. It's, Joel told us it's about time to stop practicing.
All right, we're going to start first here on the left side. Yeah, you're going to be good in the first round.
Joel, you played these quarterfinals twice before at St. John's. Obviously, you had big leads and you couldn't close. What's it like to win this game and get to Friday night? St. John's hasn't played a Friday night Big East Tournament since 2000. And I remember talking to you last year after the second couple of that. What does it feel like right now?
Well, it feels amazing. I mean, we knew today was going to be a hard-fought game. We knew that if we wanted to beat this team, that we had to play our style of basketball and not play a full 40 minutes. So I just kept telling the guys when we got the lead to keep their foot on their neck, stay locked in, and I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling, man, to be able to play on Friday night. Everybody that I've known from St. John's and coaches, Coach P even said it. He said playing Friday night in Madison Square Garden, there's no other feeling like no other tournament bigger than the Big East Tournament. So just blessed, thank God.
And we got lucky draw an easy game.
In the middles, Pat, go ahead.
Yeah. Rick, do you have any idea what your deflection total was, especially in the second half? It looked like you really...
Yeah, we were close to 30, but it was key moments, and that's what they did to us, Pat, in 2 games. They were the ones in the gaps making the steals. So the guys were really, really locked in. The beginning of the game, they made some threes, and all I kept saying is pace, pace, pace. And I believe Dawes played all 20 minutes. I think Davis, who's been on a great run, played 19, 20. So we felt if we could sub, the pace would be great.
Dana, down the right side.
Rick, when your administration talked to you, as you said they did, why did you think differently? What did you see in this team that you thought there could be a turnaround?
Well, it's not necessarily what I thought at that moment. I just said that there's so many games we played. I remember one time I was at Louisville, looked like we were down and out, and we had to beat Pitt on the road, another great road game, and we won, I think, 7 out of 9, 7 out of 10 games to make it. It's just never over if you keep getting better, keep improving. And we were playing really good basketball. We were losing to outstanding teams by 1, 2, 3, all close games. So, you know, I told the guys, you know, March is what it's all about. Going into March in the last 2 weeks of the season, if you get better, then you're going to be a March team. And they kept getting better, and it's a credit to them.
Over here on the left.
Coach, Naeem played amazing today. Do you think that he was kind of your secret weapon because he's played in the tournament before and kind of understood the pacing and the atmosphere?
Well, he had 0 turnovers, 2 assists, 5 for 5, 3 for 3 for 3. So I think you're right on that. I think he's a veteran basketball player. We needed him, but I thought all the guys made great plays tonight. You know, it was very difficult for us to play without DJ, but Jordan did a fabulous job. And we've got a third point guard, and that's RJ. RJ's like, you know, RJ's a man. He plays power forward for us. He plays the wings. RJ can play all 4 positions, and it's not easy to do, and he does it very well.
In the back, go ahead.
RJ, this one's for you. You had 2 plays in the first half. You got the steal and the layup, and then the buzzer beater, obviously, before halftime. What was that like when you felt the fans come to their feet in those moments there?
I mean, it was an amazing feeling. I just give everything to God, you know, for allowing me to have a positive mindset going throughout the season. You know, Coach P, you know, believing in me, even though I was only, you know, practicing once a week basically. But it felt great. It was nice to get a buzzer beater. I don't think I've done that in college yet, so that was amazing. It was just wow. It was very surreal. The crowd, the atmosphere, the energy. Credit to Seton Hall. They played really hard, but we had to get them back. We couldn't let them sweep us, so it felt good.
Down in front, Kevin.
Rick, when did RJ's practice regimen change?
Just this week.
Okay.
You know, just this week. He came to me and said, he said, Coach, this is the important time. This is March, and I need to practice. I said, well, how you feeling? He said, doesn't matter. I need to practice. So he's a special talent. The big fella here was great tonight. You know, he's great because, you know, the style of play we tried to play tonight is not exactly the way he can play, but he did it. He's sprinting up and down the court. He got in the low post, made good decisions. If he plays like that going forward, we're going to be tough to beat.
Second row, Mark.
For Joel and Rick, obviously you've got at least one more game here this weekend, but you think you've done enough at this point to hear your name on from Sunday?
We're trying to win the Big East title. You know, we know Connecticut's a great team. We know they're one of the best teams in the country. Yes, I can tell you from being an Iona, the second unit is every bit as good as the first unit. But we know that. But certainly we've had a great year. We're a hot team. That would be something you would answer. We're going to try to win this Big East crown.
Follow what Mark said. We understand obviously want to look at the Big East, but does this make Sunday 6 p.m. a little more pleasant to look forward to than ordinarily? It's going to be on your mind, I assume.
I will tell you what I've told them for, 7 games now? I told them, this is an elimination game, guys. You go to DePaul, Villanova found out last night. You go to Butler, you don't win, you come home, you don't win, it's over.
But you won today, so that makes a
Yeah,
big difference.
but we won all 7 games.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've had that feeling in all the games, and
But this should make Sunday night a lot more pleasant than it
well,
would have been.
I guess it speaks volumes of what they think of pressure.
Okay.
You know, they look at pressure as a great thing. You know, so.
Go to Roger.
Hey, question for both of the players. When you guys were like looking around in the locker room before the game, did you guys see anything that indicated to you in your teammates that you were going to get a performance like the one you got today?
As in what? As like the crowd you're saying? Or just like
No, like
between
among
them?
yourselves.
I mean, to be honest, this whole week in practice, like we've been very locked in. Not to say that we haven't been the whole season, but like guys know what was at stake. Like Coach said with pressure, like we knew that if we didn't come out here and win this game, then we wouldn't be hearing anything on Sunday. We'd be going home. So I think a lot of guys, we just bought into what we needed to do. We found certain things that they do well. We try to exploit them. They're a great team, very well coached team. We just try to come out here and play our style of basketball. This tournament is amazing, man. It gives you a different type of feeling playing here. All the greats that played here, how many times he coached here, like this tournament is the best tournament in the United States. So we just try to come out here and play our style of basketball.
What did you think, RJ? What did you see in your teammates?
I think that was a great answer. But
That's very nice.
I mean, I'll say the same thing. You know, guys are really locked in. Having 6 seniors, you know, nobody wants to, end the season on a bad note. I feel like, want to keep the season alive. So it's just really just coming together, sticking it out. You know, how Coach P said, 7 games, just not letting the pressure get to us and just looking on to the next game.
All right, we're doing 2 more down there on the right.
Rick, with you having 6 players score in double figures today, I mean,
over this win streak, you guys have had different contributors kind of stepping up. To have all of them do it at once today, just what does that kind of show about the progress this team's made and where they're at now?
Well, we had 3 tough practices, and the message I had to them, I gave them 2 messages. I said, this time of year, some teams get really, really tight, and they rely on the half-court basketball, and I said, I want you to do the opposite. I want you to go out and try to score 100 points tonight. I want you to play racehorse basketball, get a high number of assists, and get in the gaps and play them, but we've got to play a different style come March. It's got to be racehorse basketball, because I feel that takes the pressure off teams. When you're in the open court and you're running and you're having to move the ball, pass the ball, and cut, you're not overthinking in the half court. And we did that tonight. We gave them 2 messages. Pace, we're going to sub right away. And then the second thing I just put on the board, I said, we got dinner right away, then we got Connecticut film, and then we're bringing you back for more Connecticut film, and then we're bringing you back at 1 o'clock for Connecticut film.
Last question, Zach.
Joel, last month, obviously, I'm sure your last 6 weeks is kind of up and down for you. Today, probably your best game in a while. What clicked for you today, and how did it feel to play the way you did today?
I was trying to look at that, man. I mean, I came into this game and I knew that my team needed me, and I was going to do whatever I had to do to get the win. So, I mean, my performance was my performance. I wasn't really too crazy. I knew I had to come in here and play. I had to dominate my position. I mean, I think Bediako, the last 2 times we played him, he dominated me on offensive glass, blocking shots, doing every little thing for the team. So I just try to be the better matchup at my position today. So that's what I'm gonna try to do tomorrow.
St. John's, thank you.
Thanks, guys.